Hello everyone, and welcome to this comprehensive video on how to identify a narcissist. Narcissism is a personality disorder that affects many people, and it can be difficult to spot. In this video, I'll be discussing the warning signs of narcissism, how to tell if someone you know has this disorder, and what to do if you suspect someone you know is a narcissist. A narcissist is someone who has an inflated sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. They can appear charming and confident, but underneath their facade is a person who is often selfish and manipulative. If you find this content helpful, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to show your support. It really means a lot to me and helped me keep creating videos for you. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I post new videos. Thanks again for your support. It is important to identify if someone is a narcissist because a narcissist's behaviour can be harmful to others. Narcissists often have a tendency to manipulate and control their relationships with others, and they can be very aggressive and demanding in their interactions. If left unchecked, a narcissist's behaviour can lead to emotional and psychological abuse, as well as physical abuse. Narcissists are also known to have difficulty maintaining relationships and often have difficulty forming meaningful connections with others. They may be unable to recognise the feelings and needs of others and may be manipulative and controlling in their interactions. Additionally, narcissists may also be prone to feelings of envy and insecurity, which can lead to feelings of anger, resentment, and jealousy. Narcissists may also be prone to depression and anxiety as a result of their self-centeredness. Now that we've established what a narcissist is and why it is important to identify, let's discuss some of the warning signs of narcissism. One of the most common signs of narcissism is a tendency to be very self-centered and to have little regard for the feelings of others. Narcissists are often very controlling and will try to dominate conversations and situations. They may also be excessively concerned about their appearance and may have difficulty accepting criticism. In addition to these warning signs, there are also certain behaviours that are indicative of narcissism. Narcissists often exhibit a need for constant validation and attention from others. They may also be hostile and aggressive, and may even attempt to manipulate or exploit those around them. If you suspect that someone you know is a narcissist, there are several things you can do. First, it's important to remember that narcissism is a mental disorder and that the person you're dealing with may or may not be able to control their behaviour. As such, it is important to remain calm and not engage in any arguments or confrontations. It's also important to set boundaries and to make sure that you're not enabling the narcissist's behaviour. This means that you should not give in to any demands or requests and should instead focus on taking care of yourself. Finally, if you're worried that someone you know is a narcissist, it may be helpful to seek professional help. A mental health professional can provide you with guidance and support, as well as help you come up with strategies to cope with a narcissistic person. When it comes to relationships, narcissists often have a pattern of expecting their partners to be perfect and putting them down when they don't meet their expectations. They may be emotionally distant, make their partners feel unimportant, or ignore their needs altogether. They may also use their partners as a source of admiration, expecting them to be constantly supportive and compliant. It is important to note that not all narcissists behave in the same way. Some may be more emotionally manipulative, while others can be physically abusive. It's important to pay close attention to your partner's behaviour and to trust your instincts if something doesn't feel right. If you think you may be in a relationship with a narcissist, it's important to take care of yourself, make sure to set boundaries and communicate clearly with your partner. If they refuse to respect your boundaries or continue to be disrespectful, it may be time to consider ending the relationship. You may be questioning, is it possible for a narcissist to change? It is possible for a narcissist to change their behaviour, but it is not easy. It requires a great amount of effort and dedication on the part of the narcissist themselves to make lasting changes. One way to help a narcissist change is to provide them with therapy and counselling. Therapy can help narcissists become more aware of their behaviour and how it affects others, as well as allowing them to work through the underlying issues that led to their narcissistic behaviour in the first place. However, it is important to note that narcissists are often resistant to change and may not be open to the idea of therapy or counselling. If they are not willing to put in the effort to make changes, it is unlikely they will be successful in the long run. Another way to help a narcissist change is to set boundaries with them. This can be difficult as narcissists often push back against boundaries, but it is necessary if you want to maintain a healthy relationship with them. Setting boundaries can help them understand that their behaviour is not acceptable and that they need to make changes in order to continue being in your life. Finally, it is important to remember that you cannot change a narcissist, only they can. It is their responsibility to make the necessary changes in order to have a healthy relationship with those around them. In conclusion, narcissists can change if they are willing to put in the effort and dedication. However, it is important to remember that it is up to the narcissist to make the necessary changes in order for that to happen. Nowadays, narcissism is a term that is thrown around too often and too loosely. In particular, it is often used against former partners as a way of excusing one's own part in a conflict or relationship breakdown. But what are the risks of misidentifying someone as a narcissist? First of all, it is important to take note there is a difference between narcissistic behaviour and having narcissistic personality disorder. Someone can exhibit narcissistic traits, but that does not necessarily mean they have the disorder. Therefore, it is important to be aware that not all narcissistic behaviour is indicative of a more serious problem. Second, misidentifying someone as a narcissist can lead to incorrect assumptions about their motivations and behaviour. For example, if a person has been mislabelled as a narcissist, it could lead to the assumption that any behaviour exhibited is done with malicious intent. This can lead to unwarranted hostility and baseless accusations. Third, a misidentification could lead to a person being treated differently. If a person is incorrectly labelled as a narcissist, it could lead to people viewing them as untrustworthy or as someone not open to discussion or compromise. This could then lead to a person being treated differently or in an unfair manner. Fourth, a misidentification could lead to a person not receiving the help they need. Someone could be exhibiting narcissistic traits due to a past trauma or mental health issue. If a person is mislabelled as a narcissist, it could mean they are not given the help they need to address the underlying issue. Finally, a misidentification could lead to a person being denied certain opportunities or experiences. If someone is incorrectly labelled as a narcissist, it could lead to them being seen as untrustworthy or undeserving of certain opportunities. This could lead to them being denied experiences or chances that they would otherwise be given. In conclusion, it is important to be aware of the risks of misidentifying someone as a narcissist. People should be aware that not all narcissistic behaviour is indicative of a serious problem, and that misidentifying someone could lead to incorrect assumptions about unfair treatment. It is therefore important to be aware of the risks before labelling someone in such a way. I hope this video has been helpful in giving you a better understanding of narcissism and how to identify a narcissist. Remember that narcissism is a serious disorder and that it's important to take steps to protect yourself if you suspect that someone you know may be a narcissist. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of luck. If this content was valuable to you, please consider liking, commenting and subscribing to show your support. It really means a lot to me and helps me keep creating videos for you. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I post new videos. Thanks again for your support.